Merry Christmas to the BB Poddy podcast from Aussie Girl Choir.
Christmas Poddy! Christmas Poddy! Christmas Poddy!
Josh!
Christmas Poddy.
Christmas Poddy.
I see what you did there.
It does actually sound like Christmas pudding.
So that's what you were saying.
Didn't it? Christmas
Did you
pudding.
enlist the services of Mariah Carey to record
I
that?
did
I thought
indeed.
It sounded just like her, actually.
Indeed. Well, welcome to the episode 6, which is really the Christmas 21
Christmas
special.
special.
There we go.
Nice.
And guess what we've got in the podcast today?
I don't know. Tell me.
We've got 2 guests.
Oh, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Yay.
We've got. Do you remember Andrew Schroder?
I do. Yeah.
Hello.
He's there.
Vaguely recall him. Here he is.
Bit nervous. Hello.
Are you back?
Hello.
He's allowing us.
I love him.
And a new fresh virgin,
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Blake.
Good, thanks.
Buchanan.
Oh, shit. Yeah, I've been practicing that and I screwed it up. Sorry, guys.
He's a pro.
He
He
loves
is.
it. Hello, guys.
Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Welcome to Chris's podcast. I just come here occasionally.
Thank you for having us and Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas
Merry
indeed.
Christmas.
Did you get it all right? Snow problem?
Informer
Tune.
tune.
No snow.
No snow.
Nice snow. Australia, isn't it?
It's snowing in Canada
It
Is
is.
it?
and the UK.
Yeah.
Not
No,
here, though.
it's pissing down with snow, if that's a thing.
No, I don't
Don't
think
think you
that's a
piss snow, do you?
thing. What consistency is your piss?
Well, if you
Sludgy?
piss and then it freezes, it's...
Yeah, I guess.
There you
I've
go.
never been to the UK and I thank my lucky stars because I've heard that it's full of people from the UK there. So
Is
Yeah, okay. Well, actually, you say that.
Yeah.
Not always. Oh, slur.
politics. Anyway, so normally we jump into voice messages. There's been fuck all voice messages this week.
Oh.
Certainly none related to
That stupid
negativity.
fucking
That dick
white
fest.
bag cunt.
Yeah, bag cunt. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, but that said, I might go through and check the tapes later on and see if we can't find anything
Yeah, you never know.
from him.
You never know.
But he can go fuck himself.
no, I rushed to listen to as many episodes on the way here as possible,
Oh, yeah.
after being invited. Well
Generous.
done, guys.
Thank
and
you.
that white bag mayor guy, I mean,
Yeah.
that guy is loose. He's a
So
psychopath.
loose.
Yeah,
He is.
Yeah, there's something wrong with that dude.
There is something
Highly
wrong.
intelligent.
Very. You can,
Probably
yeah.
very good looking, but
Probably not.
something wrong with him.
Definitely something wrong.
So if
but
you're listening, fuck you, white bag man.
yeah.
Yeah,
think
when
we all feel the same.
when there's white bags involved, I've seen it firsthand. They're just
It's
in
a mess.
cases.
It ruins your children's smiles, really, doesn't it?
Does.
It really
Well-
does. Yeah. It does.
I mean, it gets you through the play dates, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Only on cheat days. Treat days.
On your cheat days.
Yeah.
Ooh, a little bit of a joke there.
I love it.
Anything else to bring to the table, boys, before we kick off this Christmas special?
I have something.
Do you?
Yes.
What
I
have you
actually
got?
meant to bring it up the last time I was on.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think you are? I can bring in stuff up.
KFC news. We had weird news. We had, what else? What other news did we have?
Beer news.
There was the potato news at one point.
Potato news.
Potato.
This was KFC news.
I like this one.
So,
You got a jingle?
no. Put me on the spot.
Yeah.
Well, he smells like that. So
KFC news. There we go.
Very good.
it.
So you might be aware there was 2 new stores that opened
No, I wasn't.
in Norwest Marketown and Kellyville Village.
Keeping it
Ooh,
local.
yeah.
Nice. Our US listeners are like, where the fuck is that?
I think
Kellyville.
KFC overseas is
Oh, yes.
disastrous. Anyway, that's another episode
Yeah.
altogether.
Yeah.
But since these new stores have opened, the property prices
Yeah?
in the area have increased by exactly 11%. Now, I don't know why it's 11,
Uh-huh.
but yeah, 11%. I
That's
find it really like in both suburbs.
Mm.
It's really weird.
That's a bit of a secret, is it? Why it's gone by 11%?
Look, I don't know.
Yeah, very secret.
Didn't somebody let out eventually the reasons why it went up, 11.1%?
1%.
I think one of the reasons was there was a lot of salt in the area.
Too
Maybe
much
a bit of
sometimes.
Pepper.
Yeah.
I heard there's quite a lot of salt in Kellyville, to be fair, recently.
Oregano, or was it oregano?
Oregano. Definitely oregano.
You say oregano.
No, I say oregano because I'm
I
like a
say
prick.
oregano.
I like saying
Oregano.
just to be a cock.
Aluminum.
aluminum. Yeah, I say aluminum,
It's
just
not
to
how you
be
spell it, is
annoying.
it? Don't
Anyway.
spell it aluminum.
KFC news.
Well, we'll get that jingle happening, I reckon.
That was good. Let's do that every week.
My throat doing it.
Did you?
That's what she said.
But look, we're going to follow relatively similar formulas to every week because we're quite a formulaic podcast. But we're going to mix it up today. Fuck it. I've got some new games to play because it's our Christmassy special.
Yeah. Love games.
Yeah.
Hide the sausage with
Uncle Pete.
With
Yeah.
Uncle Pete.
Yeah.
What's this box of Twister doing here?
Get the lube out. Don't want the lube. Don't need the lube.
Don't need it, do you?
Nah.
Because you're
Loose.
open.
Open for business.
So there we go. So,
Good.
do you know what thing I don't have? I think I mentioned it last week. We don't have a guest ale jingle.
No.
So maybe Andrew can work on that for
I've
us.
got one for
You
you.
got one? Here we go.
Oh, fucking hell.
Guest ale.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm gonna record
I
that.
like that.
I think I can make a career out of these
You
jingles.
should do this at least twice a month.
Yes, you should. So we've got guest ale. Oh,
Oh,
shit.
fuck.
Start again. We've got guest ales.
Yep.
As we normally do.
Yeah.
The lovely, lovely people. Although I'd say I didn't organise this. You did, Josh, because you always do.
I'm just like that. I'm just an organising kind of guy. Yeah, the lovely ladies at Two Birds Brewing.
Yeah.
Um,
Are they patronising, mate?
well, they are ladies. Sorry, females? What do you say?
I don't know.
The lovely females
They're
at Two
lovely
Birds
little
Brewing.
females.
They're very kind and they've sent us
Girls.
some beers to trial.
Gales.
Can I just do a shout out whilst we're talking about females to my mother? I just
Yeah.
want to say, eat shit. Look where I am now. I'm on a podcast. Who's the loser now, mother? Anyway, back to you guys. Thanks.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, you've got to use these platforms for things
You
like
do,
that, haven't you?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Fuck
The,
off, Blake's mum.
Yeah. Fuck you.
I would have done a shout out, but my mum's dead.
Oh, there's always one, isn't there?
Just
You've
shout
got,
really loud.
you've got to outdo Blake. Haven't you? Fuck's sake.
Well, that's it. The best revenge is living well. So, and being on a podcast in a garage.
Mm.
So,
Is,
Well, I was
it,
gonna
is it
say,
even a
look,
garage?
Look, there's 4 now, isn't there? So it's really, it's that old saying, you don't need to join a fisting group to widen the circle of your friends.
that
Wow.
saying.
My grandma told me that, actually.
Yeah.
She's also
Your
dead.
grandma listens, doesn't she? No.
Yeah, from the
She's
grave. No,
dead,
one of
yeah.
them's dead, one of them's not, but yeah,
Really?
she's nearly dead. Nearly dead. on
You're
the
so
way.
young. I think you're young. When your grandma's still alive, it means you're
Oh,
young.
what a time to be alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, good.
Anyway,
Beers.
so yes, Two Birds. This is Jane Lewis and Danielle Allen, who are behind this Australia's first female-funded brewing company, located in Melbourne, in Spotswood.
Lovely place.
Never heard of it.
No.
I'm sure it's lovely. I'm sure it's very cool and trendy because it's
Yeah.
Melbourne.
Would be.
But this award-winning brewery typifies everything that is good about the craft beer industry in Australia. But we'll be the judge of that, won't we, by
Yeah,
testing these two?
absolutely.
Now, they've sent us a few beers, but they've only sent us one of each, and there's 4 of us.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
we've
yeah.
divvied them up. Andrew, what have you got?
I've got taco beer,
It's taco, actually. Taco.
which is
Taco.
Okay.
coriander, lime,
Coriander.
and corn.
Corn.
Jesus.
You'd have to chew the corn as well, by the way.
Right. And Josh, what have we got from you?
We have got from me a wild thing, and it's a Geraldton Wax Sour Wild Ale.
Nice, lovely. And Blake? What
I'm on the Hazy as Flock Hazy IPA, and I was taken at this mother flocker of an IPA pours with a dense haze.
It's pretty good, isn't it?
Ooh.
Great slogan.
Nice.
Nicely. Well, I am doing a sunset ale, and this is a 4.6%. It's got 9 different malts. I mean, normally I usually have 7?
Yeah, I'm normally happy with 4.
4.
But, you know.
Yeah.
Needs 2 more.
But it's a rich toffee malt with pine and grapefruit hop. There you go.
Lovely.
But they're lovely looking cans, I have to say.
They are. I love a good, lovely pair
What was
of
yours?
cans.
Like you've got the
The haziest
haziest
flock. And that comes in a 500 ml.
Mm.
Yeah.
6.5% alcohol. So.
You're
Now
driving.
that's part of their Flights of Fancy series. I think that's their second or third release in that limited edition. Yeah, and it is a mother flocker apparently. It's an IPA, right?
Certainly is. Proudly brewed in Spotswood, Melbourne.
And a nice 6.5%, so we'll get you jazzed tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. I'll just add that to the list. I was doing my research today, which
Yeah.
meant Beer Buddy. I had to have a few just to make sure.
Just to
I was-
get-
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Yeah.
Mine's only 5.2%.
Mine's only 3.8, so at
Yeah,
least
but
you
we
can-
all know what you're like on the beers.
Yeah, fair. I have nothing to say. That's fine. How are we
So
going to do
I'm
this
shaking mine,
logistically?
and I can
Yeah, we'll
I
do
can
that.
feel and hear the corn. This is going
So
to be interesting.
The taco beer is it's a hoppy ale. It's brewed with the addition of corn, coriander leaf, and a fresh lime peel, as you mentioned. So we see if it's fruity and zesty like it claims. So what do you want to do?
Happy if you guys want to start first?
Should we do? Do you want to do it all together?
Should we just all crack and then,
Should we all crack
just
at
go
once?
around and
This is for Jeff Ten Wives.
Jeffy?
Oh, right. I'm more intrigued about Andrew's than
Me
anybody
too.
else.
Especially just if we go back, Andrew is not a beer drinker.
No.
Just for the notes.
Hence we give him taco
Go
beer.
on.
I didn't know about taco beer though.
Oh, now you
Yeah.
do.
You can tell he's not a taco beer drinker because he hasn't dipped it in the guacamole or sour
Yeah.
cream.
no fucking idea.
There is a guacamole beer in the fridge we
I
can
thought
dip
it
it
was
into.
your face mask.
Go on. See how he goes. Look at his little face. He's
Oh,
loving
that's
it.
nice.
He's loving it. Is he?
I've had tacos.
Yeah.
It tastes nothing like a taco.
Really?
I hate coriander. I
Yeah.
don't taste any coriander.
That's good.
I hate lime. I
Mhm.
can't taste
Going
any
well.
lime.
Mm-hmm. So that
I
means
love corn.
You can taste
and
corn?
I can't taste corn.
Right.
I don't know. It just tastes like a
Just a beer.
watered down VB.
Ooh.
Throwback.
Well,
Edit
sorry,
that out.
sorry,
Episode four.
two
Edit that.
birds. Sorry, two birds about him.
I thought having two birds might be good, but
Oh,
Oh.
dear. Sexist, a bit sexist.
see you later.
Bye. Blake, what have we got?
Well, let's have a go. So this is the
Yeah,
haziest
flock. Come on. Get your lips around it. He's a strange drinker, isn't he? What do you reckon?
Wow. Well, wow. Okay. So, so much going on right now.
What's the beer like, though?
No, it's you know what? It's a great beer. You know, it kind of you did another beer a few weeks ago called Newtowner.
Mm.
It's got similar rings to it. To be honest,
Oh.
it's a refreshing, delicious beer. You know, I'd probably happily sit back on 3 of them and then not have any more. But
Yeah.
you know, just with
Nice.
it. But it's a very fresh and nice beer. Well done.
I think at 6.5% you want to be
Yeah, 3 is probably a good number, isn't
Yeah.
it?
good
Yeah.
number.
That's
Nice.
good. Well done.
He's a big thumbs up from Blakey.
Mm.
Bang.
Well thing. Do
Shall
you
I have a go?
Do you make my heart sing?
Probably not, no. But let me have a sip. Oh, that is very zingy. I guess it is a sour, it says on the old tin. It does exactly what it says on the tin. It's nice. I'd have, you couldn't have too many, but it is very zingy. It's definitely got citrusy notes. I'm just reading the back of the can at the moment.
right, yeah.
But no, I like that. It's quite nice. Anyone else want to try it? Pass it around?
No.
No.
It's Omicron, isn't it?
Oh, it's probably not. Yeah, it's probably
Omicron
frowned upon, isn't it, to share?
We've got to get this
Dildos.
podcast. Go get this podcast recorded by midnight. Otherwise, we'll get shut down.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, let me try the nice sunset ale.
Go for it.
Here we go. Ready?
Mm.
Oh, that's weird.
Oh.
Hang on a sec,
Summary?
I got to get no. Wait. That oddly tastes a bit like, and this is I'm going to be probably pissing a lot of people off with this, but it tastes a bit like a Tooheys Old.
Oh, okay.
It's
yeah.
strange.
I was
It's like
waiting for
an
the
old
next
what?
word.
An old
shoe.
A leg.
An old boot. But I really like it. But it is strangely like an old, that sort of darker beer.
Older. Yeah.
Well, it's called Sunset Ale, and it does typically get darker after the sun sets, right? So maybe there's method to the
Oh.
madness.
Very smart.
He's a smart motherfucker. isn't he?
I'm telling you, this is what this podcast has been missing.
It has. Quips.
Intelligence.
No, I quite like my one.
Yeah, mine's gone. Someone's stolen mine.
Oh, yeah.
There we
Andrew
go.
moved it towards me for some reason. I think he's being a bit sly.
I thought you were going to try it.
Nah, we can't do that.
Did you try his
Not allowed.
Oh, that's you can. But they're good beers. Well
They
done,
are
Two
very good.
Birds,
Thank you,
actually.
Two Birds.
Very impressive.
Very
So-
impressive indeed.
I'm going to continue to be a fan.
Yeah. Me too.
Do they have a logo?
They have a.
It's probably on the can. I didn't
say
even look.
dark in here. Yeah, it's a little bird.
Two
Two birds, isn't it?
Is it-
And
is it an
one of the
actual bird?
birds. One of the birds is in the O
Of 2.
of two.
Oh, clever.
Looks a bit like Twitter.
That's like there's no I in team, but there is. It's in the a-hole.
Yeah.
A little bit of corporate humour.
Blue sky thinking.
Merry Christmas to the Beer Buddy podcast from Abby Bella and her alien boyfriend. Have fun, boo-boos.
But you know, it's Christmas, so
Allegedly.
some of the other beers that I did a little goosey look around, and there's a beer made from Christmas trees.
Oh, yeah. Just the whole tree, just lopped in.
Well, basically,
Oh, the plastic ones.
it's yeah, the plastic ones. Yeah,
Everyone who's had it's died.
yeah.
Mm.
No, it's,
Merry
it's,
Christmas, everyone.
It's a Lowlander beer. Frederick Catman.
Oh, yeah.
He basically, what he did was he focused on brewing with botanicals. So for the 2019 batch that he did, his winter IPA, he used half a ton of needles from all Christmas trees.
Just a half the ton.
Yeah.
Half a ton in every can.
Yeah. Did he have to hand pick all of those?
No, what happened is what did he do? I'm getting munted already. Yeah, he basically went out and just said, "Look, does anybody want to donate the tree?" And after Christmas, and in about 5,000 trees. He had to actually stop people from
I was going to say, I
donating
bet he
them.
regretted it. I fucking
did,
asking,
fuck
didn't
yeah.
he?
Because it's like that, isn't it? You know when you ask people for Christmas trees, and they're like queuing down the
Too
street, just
many.
giving you Christmas trees. And you're like, "Oh, what have I done?" So that's what's happened there. He had an overwhelming number of applications. So yeah.
Do you guys have a Christmas tree up in your house?
Yeah.
You walked past it.
I wasn't looking for it though.
We know
I
you
mean,
do.
you don't
I
tend
saw
to
that
look
on,
for them.
Facebook the other day. You posted that after you put the tree up yourself, that you had it in your lounge room. So that was good.
That's always a classic. Did you put it up yourself?
Very good.
So good.
Yeah, lowbrow. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, you really are.
I love it.
Bringing down the intelligence. Yeah.
But I think the sap in pine is actually poisonous, and so very interesting.
I wonder if he knew that.
Well, possibly.
Oh, I wonder if
He's
anyone's
dead
ever
now, so
survived.
His daddy died from pine poisoning.
Yeah.
So he would never have found out. But the other one is a guy in Ymir in Sweden.
Yeah.
Patrick Hellstrom.
Oh, yeah.
You know Patrick Hellstrom.
Paddy, yeah.
Paddy Hell. Pat P Hell. Yeah, he had a beer called Renin Blood, which is named after
Is that Liv Podlian? It sounded Liv Podlian.
Renin Blood.
Fucking Renin
Right,
Blood.
a little bit of a highlight to what might be happening later.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, Renin Blood. Renin Blood is a dark lager inspired by the trash metal band Slayer song Raining Blood. Are you familiar with Slayer?
I imagine it goes a bit like
Was
that.
that
That
like-
was my death metal
I
voice.
wasn't into emo music growing up, so
Emu.
Emu.
Emu or Nemo?
I could have said emo.
Oh.
Elmo. Elmo.
Finding Elmo.
Don't trash talk emu music.
Especially when we've just had two birds.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Very good.
But this Running Blood is actually made from it's made from reindeer blood.
Oh.
So another
Shut up.
shit.
Are you serious?
Absolutely is. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's made from reindeer blood.
Is that?
Is it like, like a bank where they just take some and the reindeer survives, or is Christmas going to be ruined in the short,
think I think,
short
yeah.
future?
There's a few less
Queuing
reindeer
up to give
delivering.
blood.
Yeah.
Yeah. So is it beer with like infused with reindeer blood, or is it just a pint of reindeer blood?
Which reindeers did they use?
All of them.
I don't know. Steve, Rob.
Well,
I don't know which
not
one.
reindeer
Not
names.
Steve.
Yeah, not
Fucking
Steve.
Steve.
What's that? No, Dave. No, apparently one of the Alban Stenberg, his wife's she's a medical scientist.
Oh.
She's a bit of a slut, but also she's a medical scientist. A medical scientist.
Yeah.
That's the
One
thing.
of those ones.
So she's very concerned with kind of keeping
Medical
things
science.
above board. Apparently the mayor of Ymir called
That's
him
a
and
tongue
who's going,
twister.
I've just heard you're making deer blood beer. Please tell me you're doing it hygienically. And he's like,
he's wearing a condom.
yeah, it's very hygienic. Is that okay? Cool. That's fine by me then.
That was good.
That was it. That was.
It's very
very
clean.
Very clean.
Yeah. Cool.
My wife's a clean person. That's what he said. Apparently,
that's a lie, isn't it?
Why's
Yeah.
Borat
we
here?
all know that's a
Hmm?
lie. My
Why-
wife's
why
very
Borat?
clean.
I don't know. But she was. So there you go.
Clean
What
as
does it taste
whistle.
like? Is nice.
So a couple of nice Christmas ales to put on your
That's
list,
good.
boys. Some reindeer
Yeah, I've just,
blood beer
just
and
wrote that down.
poison pine beer.
Setting it.
Hello, loves. It's me, Glenda Baker. Just wishing all of you BB Poddy a Merry Christmas and Happy New Year from me and Alan.
And do you know what I love about Christmas?
Reindeer blood.
Homeless.
Yes.
Watching the homeless struggle.
Watching the homeless struggle is
Yeah.
one of my number ones.
Yep.
My number two,
Depression.
presents.
Oh, presents.
I'd love it if you all brought in a really lovely present for us all.
Yeah.
I don't know how we can do this.
I think
My
we just-
favourite thing about Christmas is seeing all the parents who don't get PlayStation 5s and Xboxes for their kids.
Yeah, me too. I love seeing them fucking freak
Especially
out
because I
on
got
Right.
both.
freaking out on Facebook, going, "Where can I get one from?
Oh man.
It's December
Spoiled.
23rd."
So
I actually screwed up the memo, so I got everyone an individual and unique gift.
Oh,
Well, I like
so
that.
wow.
So this one is for Andrew.
Oh, what could it be?
You get
Can you
Andrew.
reach?
It's so weird that
it's
people
the-
call me Andrew.
This one is for
Andrew.
you,
What should we call
Josh.
you? Oh, thanks.
People
Yeah.
just call me
Oh,
Schroder
thanks.
usually.
And you'll notice the logos on the bag stands for special freaking guys.
Oh, yeah,
You guys
yeah.
are really special to me.
SFG,
You
very
guys, I
good.
got to,
Oh, this is exciting, isn't it?
SFG.
for the first time. So there's a bottle of wine for you, Andrew. It's called the Black Pig, and
here we go.
it ties into the movie we'll be reviewing shortly. That's a zucchini, and there are some sesame seeds. So Black Pig, you live on the Black Tie town side of the council, right?
Oh, yeah.
Windsor Road. So. And pig, I don't know. I bought sesame seeds because everyone baked in lockdown, and I only used a few for the buns. They're very expensive, and so I've just given you my leftover sesame seeds. And my neighbour gave me that zucchini, and
got a zucchini?
we weren't going to use it. So
Sticky.
you can use that zucchini if you would like.
Nice. You got zucchini. So you got zucchini.
Nancy's going to love this.
Yeah.
Zucchini, sesame seeds.
Yeah.
What was the cassette? Sorry.
That's whoa. Let's
Oh, is
stay
that something
on-
else?
And Josh, you know,
You have
Merry-
gone to such effort.
Merry Christmas. So it was really hard to buy for Josh. You know, I couldn't even taste that wine because it's not for people like me. But I
No,
got Josh a
for
bottle
normal
of
people.
ginger wine.
Oh, man. That is so kind.
So we don't know what that tastes like, but I'm sure that
Should
you
have
will.
should have really got me strawberry blonde wine, but yeah, I'll accept this. I'll accept that. Very kind.
So ginger wine. I got you. I
Tastes
got
like
you
disappointment.
some
Please explain.
beeswax because
Yeah.
I harvested my honey last week
Yeah.
actually,
Very good.
and I just thought that now you could actually mind your own beeswax.
Oh,
with
okay, I'll look after it.
But you can make some lip balm or shove it up your ass, whatever you want to do.
Both, probably.
And also
This little thing.
that little tube that comes from a press actually.
Okay.
And you know that was a late addition. And when you're on long car trips and you've got young kids, it's
Yeah.
hard for them to like get all the way forward to do a wee in a
Yeah.
bottle.
Oh.
And I thought that if you're going on a long car trip, you could use that to wee in a.
It's
a
actually
bottle.
perfect
And-
size.
but it's okay. I cleaned it. I put it in Chris's dishwasher before we came down.
Oh,
so-
lovely. I could actually
Oh,
fit my
that's-
whole chap into that as well.
You could actually.
That's convenient. I'm going to take a photo for the socials.
That's
as
a nice
well, so
Now,
that's
Chris,
very
I was
good.
kinder to you.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if you look on the top of that jar there, I got
Yeah.
everyone a
Fucking
bottle of
where's
red
my
wine.
honey?
And Chris's is a jar of the honey that I pulled out last week.
Yeah.
And I've aptly named it bee vomit because that's
Yeah.
what honey is. They
That's
just,
nice.
you know, the thing
Did they
about
actually do that?
yeah, they vomit it in and they yeah. And
Oh.
and bees are horrible animals. You know, like they're all diabetics. They only live about 40 days. They eat sugar.
They're diabetic. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
really.
they must be. They only live 40 days. They just eat sugar their whole lives.
Yeah.
So anyway, you got a jar of honey there.
Nice.
You've put a lot of thought into this.
Yeah.
And I have not.
And a nice bottle of 2019 Shiraz.
Oh,
Well, I gave you all guys the cheapest wines that I could find in my cellar
Yeah.
that I try and get rid of, you know.
Oh,
Tropical
that's really
fruit wine,
really
eh?
My
thoughtful.
bottle of
Yeah.
wine's half empty.
see, these are meant to be shit gifts, but I think these are actually really good.
Yeah.
So you failed, but thanks. That
So-
amazing.
In that case, Andrew,
Well,
I'd love to see what you've brought as
my
a shit gift.
my gift is for you, Chris.
Yeah. Not even
It's,
wrapped.
Just one.
just one. It's what is it? Can't even fucking read it. It's the On Cassette
Yeah.
Country Dance Club Chartbusters,
Oh.
and it includes such bangers. And if my fucking phone would open, I'd tell you what the song titles are called.
Sweaty fingers.
So
you can't
there's
open it.
Thanks for being prepared.
yeah. Look, one of the songs is called "Redneck Martian Stole My Baby."
What tune?
I love that.
I'm so miserable without you. It's just like having you around. And you're the reason our kids are so ugly.
Oh, that is amazing.
Classic country hits.
I'm pretty sure that's
Just
what
for
my mum
you.
and dad used to play to me as a kid. That's
I think
lovely.
that's the song that was playing while you were conceived.
That's lovely.
Did you buy that, or is that just hanging about at home?
No, I bought that full
Uh-huh.
price as well.
full price?
Yeah.
I won't ask. Rude.
$19.99.
I see you've scraped the price tag off
Yeah.
pretty poorly as well,
Yeah.
which is
doing,
good.
doing that in the car.
Well, as soon as I get in my car, I'll listen to that.
Can you put it on now or?
Where's my tape player?
Oh, I
that's
know where it
right.
is.
It's
It's
in
in
my car from-
1998.
So I've
Thanks, Andrew.
Oh,
That's
no,
very
no,
thoughtful.
thank you.
Thanks for taking it.
So I've done a similar one to Blake, but I've bought just one for everyone, but it's exactly the same
Oh.
thing. So I'm just going to pass them out. in their nifty little Christmas gift bags.
Another zucchini. Fuck.
So,
Oh.
this might be a UK thing, right? And I've wrapped them well. You see, I've wrapped them really well.
In a Hercules
Yeah,
bag.
exactly. It might be a UK thing, but every child in the 90s, when they got a Christmas stocking, you can't open a stocking without getting one of these bad boys.
All right, here we go.
So
nicely
I don't know-
wrapped.
it might have been the same here in Sydney. I'm not sure, but that's every
Let's have
child.
a look. What is it?
I don't know, but I'm so excited.
I'm excited.
This is awkward because I don't have any plans to go to Africa. So
Who has? Yeah,
Omicron has.
I'm going to take the
Oh,
silences.
yes.
Yeah.
This is true.
Was that a thing in Australia? Because you can't open a Christmas stocking in England without getting a Lynx Africa.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing missing is a lighter.
Yeah, so you can burn the fuck out of me.
Oh, well, that's lovely.
Is it?
So now I can smell nice and listen to some 80s pop sensations.
Yeah.
The problem
Whilst
is, if
eating
I
beeswax
put some
and
of
not
this
beeswax.
on, I'm going to have to go down to the Castle Hill Tav nightclub.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's open anymore.
I'm just gonna.
Wow.
Oh.
That was
Whoa,
good.
whoa, ladies, stop, stop, ladies.
Where is Blake? I want to have a piece of him. It really works.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's fantastic. Well done, Josh.
No, thanks.
Now, I don't know who to give my present to now and then. Who
Who'd you
Well,
like
I got a
best?
fucking zucchini here, so
Yeah.
Who's your favourite? No,
He
Andrew.
has got a zucchini, hasn't he?
I go that way.
I'll go that way. Okay, there you go. There you go, Blake.
Oh, thanks.
I feel like this is. I actually went out of my way with this one too.
Again,
Did you
nicely
get
wrapped.
Is that a cucumber?
It's actually 2 presents in it, so you could even share one with Andrew.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
You
Thank
don't
you.
have to, though,
I like how
surely.
you wrote present on it
Yeah.
and then wrapped it in wrapping paper. That's
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Uh-huh.
What it is a candle
I don't put battery in it.
with Jesus on it and no batteries on it.
Oh, that is
and
fucking...
a little baby keyring. So
Because what I was trying to do is find a baby Jesus, and I couldn't find one, so I got a little baby
Yeah.
and a Jesus.
Yeah. That's
So there's
good.
your baby
That's it, done
Jesus.
it. So is that an electric
How
candle?
creepy as
Yeah.
fuck is that baby too?
well, I don't know. I'm going to look forward to seeing her every day.
I think
but,
Blake's got an erection.
Is that because it's Jesus or the baby?
I thought we weren't bringing religion into this.
How
Fantastic.
about,
No, thank you.
I'll trade you the zucchini
For
for
all
a
of it.
candle.
Yeah, okay.
Didn't they-
That sounds like a good trade.
Is it?
But this is going to be awkward because my neighbour grew that zucchini and gave it to me, and I didn't want it, so I gave it to you.
Yeah, and there you go.
So,
back.
Josh, you just keep it.
Oh, thanks.
Oh, there you
I
go.
can eat that with my beeswax. You eat beeswax, right? I will be.
Got Nancy's presents ordered.
It's lovely, isn't it? It's fetching.
Oh, this is nice.
It's
We
nice.
should do this every
He's
year.
got quite a fat face as Jesus, hasn't he? On that, don't you think? Has he got a bit of a fat face?
Hey, beer buddy. Steady Brewery wish you all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year from snowy Iceland.
Why is it? His eyes, there's blood coming from his eyes. Though.
Mm.
They do. They do that. That's
worth something.
Jesus.
That's Jesus, isn't it?
Jesus
That's,
to a child.
beautiful,
George
man.
Michael.
Bit weird.
Bit weird.
Weird news.
Oh. We've got
Smells like Lynx Africa. In
It
here.
does, doesn't it? But it's quite nice.
It is.
What a beautiful smell.
God, I can hear your moistness from here.
So we've got a weird news, but Christmas themed, obviously, because again, it's the Christmas special. So, have we got any takers to kick us off?
No.
Oh, look, I can go first. It's
Yeah.
kind of around Christmas, right? So it's from November, and I think it's a really interesting and important story for us to know about. So the
Yeah.
title of the story is Cock Up.
Yep.
As 3 giant stone penises are stolen from a shop, right? And it goes on to say that a CCTV cock-up has left cops facing a hard job.
Oh, yeah.
Trying to find the culprit behind this crime. 3 giant penises shaped garden ornaments have been snatched. Look at the words in this story.
Beautiful.
From a shop which hit the headlines after the owner refused to remove one of the obscene statues from his window. So basically, this guy had massive cocks in his window.
Yeah.
People complained.
Sounds like heaven.
Nothing happened. So
But
people
why?
went and
What
stole
sort of shop was it?
Cock shop.
Well, no, I think it was an ornament type shop, but he goes on to say that they weren't for sale. Jason Hadlow, 58, owner of Simply Dutch in Leaming Bar, North Yorkshire.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go.
Yorkshire.
So a local. What was that?
Oh,
bloke-
stole me cock.
was he close to that guy that fucked those chickens?
Yeah.
Alan Baker.
I won't fuck you with a stolen cock.
It's Glenda.
Isn't that your uncle?
Yeah, it is, yeah.
What,
yes.
Glenda?
Small world.
He was forced to look on as his beloved 4-foot masonry manhood was seized in 2010 following complaints from the public. But the defiant businessman declined to pay the £80 fine to have the stone sculpture returned to him, and instead ordered 150 more penises from Indonesia.
Oh, fuck you, society.
How good's this? The incident led him to launching a Free Willy campaign with pictures of concrete penises appearing in various locations. North Yorkshire police eventually bowed down to the pressure and released the statue of the penis to the shop. But now, 11 years later, so only last month, guys, the final 3 ornaments were stolen around 10 p.m. on Monday night. Devastating.
Man.
The thieves also took 5 cast iron stags, and who cares about that? That part's not funny. I can't believe anyone would want to steal some concrete willies, said the shop owner. Willies? It's the end of an era. They were sentimental to me. It was a big story at the time. I'll probably not see anything like them again.
No.
I'm a bit sad, but ultimately I wasn't selling them. I hope whoever took them will get some use out of them. I can't imagine what use, though. Anyway.
Can't imagine.
Yeah, I know. So, massive penises getting stolen.
That is so Christmassy.
Isn't it?
That is
Christmas.
a good story.
Well,
Very
it might be a
cockness.
good gift for somebody's mum if she's
Christmas
into that. Massive 4-foot penis.
Standard size, isn't it?
That's good, actually. I like that. I did see that one.
Oh, yeah. The 4-foot penis.
4-foot penis.
Yeah.
Same height as me.
What,
So
'cause you're dubbed to it?
I'm just getting in now before you do.
What?
So-
What? You're not small.
Andrew, you got anything for us?
He's having a drink of his Sprite at
Yes.
the moment.
Yes.
Here's the headline.
KFC news.
Yeah.
Fucking love KFC.
Property prices. Here's the headline.
Yeah.
Tyrannosaurus Rex gets Christmas jumper at Natural History Museum in London. Now,
I like
last time we caught up, I only gave you headlines.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
going to
yeah.
say, you
So
mentioned that last. Did you not mention that last time? No.
No.
No,
No.
okay, you didn't. It's my brain. Shit.
But I've got a few more details.
Yeah, that's good.
First one, it was made in Leicester.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talking about Leicester, we did them in Liverpool. Did them in this morning in the Carabao Cup,
The Leicester Reserves.
and then it took 100 hours to make.
Well, when you've got little arms, you can't knit.
Yeah.
The problem was it took a further 50 hours to take in the sleeves once they tried to put the jumper on the T-Rex. And that's it. That's all you need to know.
That is, I mean, it's all there, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's why they died out, T-Rexes, because, they didn't have any morale. Like, they'd get up and do a stage show and they couldn't clap.
Yeah.
Shit at bowling.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
it.
So they just had low self-esteem
Yeah.
and just ended it.
I went to a piano concert once. It was rubbish.
Terrible. And they're so unfit, they can't do push-ups or anything,
No,
can they? Can't do
terrible.
pull-ups.
No.
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 Oh, dinosaur jokes.
They can't pull your hair during sex.
But you can pull theirs.
So I heard.
Someone's
daughter,
mate.
Is that
I
why-
really need to delete that website from my phone.
Is that why your hair's so long at the moment, Andrew? You're revealing a lot. You know what Andrew likes?
Mine was about this woman in Ireland, Northern Ireland, Belfast. I believe.
Ireland.
Fucking Irish, yes.
We're
Parshar.
getting political now.
She you can like pay those companies to like have an impersonator for your kid, like your Batmans and your
Batman.
Batmans,
Your Batmans,
and your
Spider-Mans.
Supermans, your Spidermans, your
Yeah.
Wonder Womans.
Those types.
Well, she paid £85 for this Grinch impersonator.
Oh.
So the little kid was having like
I didn't get
a
any money.
Hmm?
I didn't get any money. I don't remember this.
good for you though. It'd be a good little side hustle there, Andrew. I reckon. So his kid was having like a Christmas party. She forked out £85 for a Grinch impersonator. Apparently, what he's supposed to do, he's supposed to come over and kind of mess with the kids' beds and put toilet roll around the festive tree and have a pillow fight during the youngsters' party.
Sounds kinky.
All this sort of things, just quite normal, kind of benign stuff. And she even laid out kind of party food for the occasion and little special Grinch themed cupcakes.
Nice.
Anyway,
What other type of food was it?
No KFC, mate.
yeah, there was some KFC actually.
Oh.
Yeah, some festive KFC.
Anything else?
I don't know yet.
Okay.
Should we find out?
Sure.
Why are you always so interested in food?
I just, I like to know the details of
Oh.
stories.
Well, apparently fucking not, because you don't provide any in yours.
Other people's stories.
Other people's stories, yeah, that's fair enough. But basically, she paid £85 and she got everything she expected, but a little bit more. He basically came in and he smashed up the place completely. He took all the party food and the expensive cupcakes and threw them around the place.
Wow.
He smashed up the tree. He ripped all the fairy lights off the tree. He put fairy liquid on the kitchen floor, smashed eggs and a full bottle of juice and poured it over his son.
To be fair, he's obviously doing a very good job.
He's really committed to the role, isn't he?
The kid's new onesie was ruined.
Oh.
This is a review she put on the website of the company that supplied him. Fairy liquid partner. Yeah, what she got? Yeah, she goes. Kid's new onesie ruined. Highly not recommended. Emailed and complained. No reply.
That is a very good accent.
The Grinch definitely came and stole the Christmas. Never been so disgusted in my life. 1 out of 5.
1 out of 5.
To be sure.
I bet you that guy is booked out now. Booked
Yeah,
sold.
he
would be.
Everybody wants.
Yeah, but
That's
apparently
amazing.
So the company that says the company that apparently supplied this guy, he's actually denying all knowledge of it. He's going, this is not our company. We only supply movie quality Jim Carrey style Grinches.
What? Classic Grinch.
Quality.
Which I thought was a fantastic line.
That's pretty good.
So he completely smashed it up, completely smashed the tree up, everything. Yeah.
That'd be the best party as a kid, though, seeing all that. You'd be fucking shitting your pants with excitement, wouldn't you?
You would.
So
You'd
good.
be loving it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, Grinch was a cockhead, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's the whole kind of premise of the movie, isn't it?
It's like Cat in the Hat.
I'll tell you what, I got a lot of kids myself, and
19, haven't you?
Something like that, yeah. Football team. You want them to enjoy and remember the birthday parties they have, you know. And that kid will probably
remember that
it's
shit.
like that Dane Cook joke, you know. And he runs up to the kid with an ice cream and he smashes it out of his hand and he says, "You'll remember this fucking day for the rest of your life," and then runs off.
Yeah,
it's
there
true.
you go.
It's a great story.
You go.
You can remember it whilst rocking in the corner of his bedroom crying. Yeah.
Well,
1 out of 5.
I just think the Grinch is misunderstood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Are you, Andrew?
Well, the Grinch, it's not that he doesn't like Christmas.
No.
He doesn't like people.
Oh,
That's the true message of the
fucking does.
movie.
Very philosophical, aren't you?
Now, unfortunately, now it's time for Josh's piece of shit.
Fuck me, and that's not a very good fucking lineup, is it?
Last week, mate.
Yeah, listeners of last week's.
Can we just skip Josh's?
You might have to.
Can do.
Awesome. So what's next?
No, last week I'm sure you've all listened and you recall that I completely flopped my weird news delivery. Yeah, so this week I wanted to find someone who literally delivers the news as their job and get them to do it for me. So,
Nova FM's Matt DeGroot here, reporting Josh's weird news for the Beer Buddy podcast. Oxford professor tries to work out how many legs are in the 12 days of Christmas. BBC Radio 4's Today programme posed the question, how many legs are in the 12 days of Christmas? And Oxford professor Dr. Tom Crawford got to work finding out.
So there you go. I just thought I can't be fucked doing this. So I'll get Matt DeGroot to do it from Nova FM.
Get a professional.
Yeah, and there you go. I mean, do you want
inspired,
the backstory? Do you want the backstory?
Well, you know what? With that quality headline and that quality delivery from a professional newsreader, that the story that you're about to deliver can only match.
Yeah, there's no real backstory. Yeah, I mean, this doctor.
Yeah,
what he's done is counted all the different gifts from 12 days of Christmas and added all the legs together, and it's 108 in total. 808, sorry, 808 legs.
108.
808.
800.
Oh, I've done it again, haven't I?
This story has 0 legs.
I've done it again. I've done it again. I've gone through all that effort.
But thanks, Matt DeGroot.
Thanks, Matt. Big fan of the pod.
Thank you, Matt.
Yeah, good on you, Matt. For the international listeners that don't know who Matt is, neither do we.
Wow, that is.
I
fucking
know
weird.
who Matt DeGroot
None
is.
of you listen to Nova.
He's very cool.
He's very cool. He's very cool.
And I just thought I'd let him do it because I can't be fucked with it. To be honest, you know when you get end of
Can't
season
tell.
burnout, I'm completely done. So there you go. Weird news.
That's good.
Burnout from what?
Thanks.
From 5 episodes?
Yeah.
Or is it 6? Throwback.
See? Good references, man.
There you go.
Got some party games to play now if you're interested.
Not really, but
You are, aren't you? Excited. So,
Is this the twister? Is this where it comes into?
well, this is so. I'll give you brief rules. Basically, what we're going to do is we're going to tell you 3 stories, and 2 of them are horse shit. In a segment I like to call.
We're gonna hear 3 stories, the 2 of them are horse shit.
There you go.
so good. That is so good.
That's great. Well done. Congratulations on that.
Thank you.
New ringtone.
Yeah.
That's Mariah Carey again, isn't it?
That's Mariah Carey. Yeah.
thought so.
She's pretty good. She's got her on tap. I've got her on a retainer.
Nice.
Just feed her 9 beef burgers a week.
Yeah, she
and
loves that
she
shit.
just
What's
churns
on
it.
these burgers?
Uh,
Besides beef?
yes, white stuff.
So what do we do? What's the game?
So
Was it clear enough?
the game. So I'm hoping what I am hoping, and I can kick it off if you're all a little bit nervous. But what we need from you is 3 stories, or 3 headlines, or 3 snippets. 2 of them are bullshit. One of them's true. We've got to decipher which one is true.
Amazing.
Well, I'm here. I've got long stories, so cutting them down is going to be hard. So I can tell one story,
Yeah,
and it's unbelievable because it is.
yeah.
If that makes sense.
So it's one story.
It's got 3 chapters, though.
Fucking hell.
Same event, 3 chapters. Here we
Okay.
go. So each year I
just
do a
gonna
lot
go
of
to the
farm
bathroom.
work. And yeah, it'll take a while. And I go and do some farm work with sheep, right? And I take a crew from Sydney and we do a bit of work out there. And surprisingly, it's hard to get new members when you tell guys that, do you want to come up for a week and tag some sheep? It's dirty. And anyway, so the same crew, it's about marking sheep. Anyway, so we go up there. This year. My wife is pregnant with one of our kids, one of the 19.
Yeah.
And she's at 36 weeks at that stage. And she's like, I don't want you to go up there. What happens if I go into labour? I said, sweets, nothing ever happens up there. It'll be fine. I'm going. I've got to run the crew. So she's got the phone number of the neighbour. I shoot out there. We do some work. I come off a motorbike. I go into Orange Base Hospital, and I leave her as my next of kin phone number, right? They took forever. I was in there for 6 hours. So before the results came in, I said, can I jump out of here? And she said, no. But I left anyway, and I went back and did some work. Neighbour comes rushing up the road. Sarah only had the neighbour's number to call if she was going into labour. And the boys are saying, oh, she's gone into labour, congratulations. Run down to the house. She says, well, I didn't run because I had a sore leg.
Yeah.
Right?
Bike accident. Yeah.
Yeah. So I drove.
That bit's bullshit.
I drove. And, or I might have got in the car with the neighbour. And I said, what are you calling for? She said, just wanted to see how you are. I said, I'm fine. She goes, well, why is Orange Base Hospital calling me saying you got a busted leg and you need surgery?
Yeah.
Anyway, so long story short, go back to Sydney, have surgery on my knee, get a few screws put in there. And I get out on Saturday. Sarah's so stressed. We live in a 2-story house. We've got a new kid coming, and who's going to take the kid up and down?
Yeah.
So, and this is chapter 1, by the way.
Fucking
as
hell,
well.
yeah.
Anyway, so the stress. I get out of hospital from surgery on Saturday. The stress puts her into labour, and we go into the hospital. We have the baby, and on Sunday, by this stage, it's Father's Day. And in the morning, Sarah's got the baby there. She's tired, stressed. Her husband's all messed up on drugs, painkillers, etc.
Nightmare.
And the 3 nurses bust in and sing a Happy Father's Day song and give me a hamper. Sarah
It's
was
like a hand job.
absolutely ropeable. They're celebrating me having Father's Day, not her having a baby. Anyway, so that's chapter 1.
Yeah.
Chapter 2 is with work, I do a lot of travel. And after surgery like that, you need to self-inject with Clexane. Clexane is a blood thinner.
Yep.
So, and when you travel especially, you've got to double inject.
Thrombosis.
Horrible story. So this is chapter 2. Chapter 2 is I had a conference over in Fiji. There was about 150 people attending this conference, and it was a 4-day thing. So I'm double injecting. When you self-inject, you get bruises everywhere. It's really painful.
Yeah, see
We
my
had
arms.
Yeah, man. Yeah, not heroin. I mean,
Between your toes, mate.
Yeah.
so we're over there. It was an awards night. I'd handed out all these awards. Then you go to the pub afterwards. You get full of soup. I go back to the room. I knew I had to self-inject. And you're drunk and you're talking to yourself saying, why'd you do this to yourself? You're a fucking idiot. You get angry at yourself after a few drinks. But then I was crying because I had to self-inject. Thought I was by myself. I did so. And then I passed out. So it turns out that people had heard what I was calling out to myself. And they'd called security. Security had seen the needles, called police. And I spent 2 days or a day and a half in like this medical type facility waiting for the blood results to come back, right? So this is chapter 2.
Jeez.
Chapter 3 is I couldn't walk for 6 months. So same story, right? So screws in my leg and all these types of things. Couldn't put any weight down on it. My wife was very close to her grandfather, tough as nails, cocky out on the farm, very great guy, very tough, very strong, very close to my wife. When he died, his goal was to get to 90. He didn't quite make it. And it was around the time when we did the marriage thing as well, the equal marriage. And it was in December by this stage. and we were going to go and scatter his ashes for the 90th birthday. That was a celebration. And we'd, had a few friends over and we were celebrating. We had Elfie as well because it was December for the kiddies. Anyway, so I'm on my crutches. I've bumped the sideboard. I've knocked the ashes over that were going to get scattered in a couple of weeks' time. And they fall into Elfie, who had made a fairy thing in glitter.
Yeah.
So I'm panicking, right, and not real good about this. So I've scraped it back into the container, tried to get as much glitter out. We've gone up to where he was born, up in the the North Coast, and scattered his ashes, and glitter came out. It was very visible, and I made a gay joke, and then many of Sarah's family members would not talk to me for a long time after that. And that was chapter 3.
Ooh.
Right, so that's a really good story. I like it.
So in summary,
I think that's a J.K. Rowling story, isn't it? I'm fairly sure. I'm sure I've heard that before. So
Are
it's
we voting on each
Dostoevsky.
chapter?
so it's
or-
what? So one chapter is bollocks. Is that right?
no,
So-
two's bollocks.
Oh, sorry.
So
Two.
one is the nurses celebrating
Yeah.
Father's Day instead of the birth of the
Yeah.
kid. 2 is what was the second one?
Is it hours ago?
Fiji.
I can't remember.
Somewhere in Fiji.
Yeah, 2 was getting
Injected.
taken away
Oh,
by
yeah, there
the
you go.
Fijian police.
Yeah.
And the third one was the glitter
Right.
in the ashes spreading.
So one of those is true.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to play the jingle again so you get the?
Yeah, no, it's okay. I think I'm there. So I'll just ask some questions. I
Yeah.
guess. Which one's true?
Hang on. What are the options again?
Come
So
on.
nurses coming in and singing a song and giving
Okay,
me
that's
a hamper.
fake. I'm calling that fake.
Okay.
What are the other two?
The other one was Fijian,
Yep.
police klaxon,
And then glitter ashes.
and then the glitter ashes was the
I'm
third one.
saying that the glitter is true.
Yeah, me too. I want that to be true, and I'm hoping it's true because it'd be great.
The second one I'm definitely ruling out.
Are you?
Yeah, I'm saying that I'm calling bullshit on that one. Third one I'd love to be true. The glitter ashes I'd love to be true, but I'm gonna call bullshit on that one, and I'm gonna say that the first one is true.
Yeah. So the third one is completely untrue.
That's a shame.
The second one is half true. Like you do have to inject. and
Yeah.
It's miserable, and I did get a knock on the door asking if I was
Oh.
all right. But the first one's actually true. Yeah.
Oh
So,
wow!
well done, Chris.
There you go.
I feel like I should have asked
Can
more
we-
questions, but there's no questions I need to ask because you told us everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was great.
That's one point to me. Write it on the wall.
So which one was correct?
You went
The
to
first one,
Which one was that?
where the nurses
Come
came in and
on,
celebrated
the
Father's
birthday
Day.
slash
And I
Father's
Was
Day.
that long? I can't even remember.
wow, very critical. I've got to hear yours.
Hey Josh and Chris, this is Donna Craig Brown speaking, Doug the Potatoes mum. Just wanting to wish you guys at Beer Buddies a great Christmas and Happy New Year. And I look forward to hearing future podcasts from you guys. You guys rock. And we're still waiting to hear back from the World's Guinness Records on Doug to see if they accept our claim. But once we know, we'll let you know. Have a good ale on me, guys. Merry Christmas.
I'll tell you my 3 if you like. Mine is a bit more comprehensive, but feel free
How
to
many
ask
chapters?
questions. It's just 3 sentences, actually.
Oh.
Number 1. I once went out on a big Christmas Eve celebration and woke up Boxing Day. Completely missed Christmas Day.
Oh man.
Number 2. When I was 7, I woke up Christmas Day to find no presents under the tree because my mum and dad had been on a bender the night before and slept in. And number 3, once we didn't celebrate Christmas Day because my whole family fell out with each other, and my dad threw all the Christmas dinner and Christmas tea into the back.
Christmas tea?
Into Christmas tea. Into the back garden in a fit of rage.
What type of tea was it?
Tea.
Yeah, so
you know, like
breakfast
buns and
or,
cakes and stuff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Probably Twinings,
Like-
and it
No,
would have been
no,
English
no, no.
breakfast.
Like
I'm guessing.
Northern's tea.
Earl Grey?
No,
tea's ready.
Tea's ready.
Fucking tea's ready.
It's
Thunder. Fucking tea's ready.
it's it's sandwiches and cakes. You know, fondant
Tea.
fancies.
Aye. Right.
Rice
Isn't
Krispies.
sandwiches lunch food? I mean, why would you call that tea?
It's tea.
See, all of those could
It's
be.
an English thing.
Yeah, but
My
I think
parents
it's more of
said
a.
it growing up.
It's like a northern
It's a
English thing because
northern
my
English thing.
parents
Well,
would
my-
never call it tea.
Parents
Ah.
from
But is tea
Well,
Liverpool?
Liverpool's kind of.
We had
northern.
dinner at 12
from
o'clock
Liverpool.
and tea
Yeah.
at 5.
AM or PM?
I am a
12
big.
o'clock. PM.
Wake up, kids. Fucking tea time.
We're sleeping, Dad. Eat your fucking sandwiches.
This isn't tea, it's a sandwich. You know, I
Oh,
get it.
I
get
don't
it.
know.
Yeah.
So the two in the
already
beginning are
forgotten the
very
story.
closely related. So one of those two is true, and the last one is not.
I think definitely one of those are true.
Yep.
So some
Yep.
questions, I guess. You have parents.
I do.
Yeah, great.
A mother and a
And-
father.
And I'm assuming
That's a
they're big
fucking great
drinkers.
question.
You're a drinker, so I'm assuming they're big
So-
drinkers.
Andrew, if this was your story, how would you answer that one? Do you have a mother and a father?
Oh.
Death.
Oh.
I mean, at one time.
Yeah, I guess.
My mum and dad are actually not big drinkers.
Mm,
No.
Okay.
Is that
No.
because they're the same height as you, or
Yeah, as in they're not big.
No,
They
they're
literally
dead.
can't drink
They're
a lot
dead.
because the capacity's not
right.
right.
The amount
Yeah.
I think
Pittsburgh.
I'm not even going to ask questions.
No, ask questions.
Okay, ask questions.
I
I don't have any questions. Do you have siblings?
Yes, I do. I've got
So it
4
wouldn't just-
siblings.
So if you woke up on Christmas morning with no presents, it wouldn't just be
They-
your Christmas.
No,
morning.
they were also missing presents too on that
Sad.
morning. In the same way we only had the argument, that was because of family.
Yeah, I
like
think it's
brothers
2
and
or
sisters.
How old were you when you slept through Christmas Day and woke up on Boxing Day?
18.
Okay.
See, I don't believe that. I don't buy that. I think you'd be too excited for Christmas to sleep through.
Even 18.
Yeah, I think so. I think it's a 2 or 3, and I'm going to go with 3 because I can imagine your dad's an angry man and just wanted to throw all tea away. But you can
Blake,
still
what have
go.
you got there?
Oh, listen, I kind of agree with Josh, but because I hate him so much, I'm going to go number 2.
You're going to say that that I had no
no
presents in the
presents.
tree because
Yeah.
Mum and Dad had been out the night before.
Yeah.
Andrew?
I'm just going to ask one question,
Yeah,
just along
please.
the same lines of
Yeah, yeah.
what Josh was,
Yeah.
his theory of thinking.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Do you breathe oxygen?
I do. I do on occasion.
Okay.
Yeah. yeah.
Based on that, I'm going to go. I don't think number 1's true.
You don't think number 1's true?
So which one is true?
Well, there's only, yes. There's 2 that's bullshit.
I know.
Fucking pick one.
I was just seeing if you're paying attention.
And we were.
I think the second one's true.
You think the second one's true, and you think the second one's true?
Yeah.
I think number 3.
Yeah,
Middle
number
3.
three. It's number 2.
Thank
Our
you.
mum and dad forgot to put out birthday Christmas presents. when I
What
was 7.
irresponsible
That-
parenting.
No,
High
to be
five,
honest,
Blake.
that's way more, believable than the other ones, to be honest. And because
Yeah.
the first 2 were so similar but
Mm.
reversed, that's what gave you away. I'd love to play cards with you.
Yeah.
But
Have you ever
you'd
woke up
lose.
in a fit of rage of it's not fit of rage, in a fit of panic, thinking remember you haven't moved the elf on the shelf?
What do you
Yeah.
mean?
Have you ever had that?
See, I don't bother with that.
What do you mean?
Laura does it.
The
great.
elf
Oh.
moves itself.
Oh yeah, no.
yes.
But if it's been touched by the kids and it doesn't move,
Oh, right, yeah, of course.
yeah, and you got to move it manually.
It's been touched by the kids. You need to have discussion with the kids.
Well, we did get a Jesus candle before.
We've all been touched by
Fat
kids.
Jesus,
Fat Jesus.
fat Jesus. I think it's fat
Phoebus.
Jesus.
All right, who's
He's got a
next?
little bit-
Oh, yeah, he's got
he's
chubby.
got a bit chubby, isn't he? Chubby
You want me to go
GG.
next? You want to go next?
Whatever. You choose. Go for it.
Okay.
Actually, I'll go because I fucking spoiled weird news by going last, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
So fuck off. I'm going.
So, Andrew, you can spoil this.
Right, number 1. I was
Save the worst till last.
exactly. Number 1. I was once chosen by a local church to front their Christmas campaign, which ended in me having to dress as a toddler Jesus Christ for a photo shoot. That's number 1.
Uh-huh.
Number 2. I once played the keyboard as one half of an unsuccessful amateur pop duo called Batty Crease. We released a single called The Night Santa Went Crazy, which amassed an unimpressive 104 views. Number 3. I once got so excited whilst opening my Christmas stocking very early one Christmas morning that I puked into it. There you go. If you'd like it, those again. you can.
Question.
Yeah.
The second one.
Yeah.
Um,
Batty Crease.
What year was that?
That was probably 2011.
And what instruments were you playing?
Keyboard. Just keyboard.
Keyboard.
Keyboard. Just keyboard.
And you sold how
Keys.
many?
We didn't sell any. We got 104 views.
On
YouTube.
Could you just hum as closely to a keyboard
Yeah.
would sound? Just that tune. Now overlay some lyrics, please.
I didn't sing the lyrics. My what do you call it? Not co-host, co-singer.
What were the lyrics? Out of curiosity.
I don't even know. It was really badly sung though. It was like, like that. Yeah. You heard it?
What was the name of the song?
The Night Santa Went Crazy.
Is that part of the lyrics?
I think that's part
There
of
you
the
go.
chorus.
So you did know some of the lyrics.
Yeah, thanks.
Jeez, the lies are just piling on.
Yeah.
What was the first one again?
That was the me dressing as a toddler Jesus Christ for a photo shoot.
And they wanted a ginger Jesus.
Well, no, I was wearing a wig.
Ginger.
I was a cute baby, believe it or not.
Really?
And they put a wig on me.
This is in 2000 and...
This would be 1991, so I was 3. So not quite a baby, but a toddler. Yeah, that's right. I was born in 88.
In church?
Yeah. It was the photo shoot wasn't in church.
Yeah.
That was in a studio.
How were you selected? Why were you selected?
I don't know. I think it was a competition that my mum entered me into. I don't know why. She was very religious, my mum. So she was like, I want a Jesus baby.
Yeah.
Put him in. And they put a fucking beard on me as well.
Was this a Catholic or is it a...
No, Protestant.
Protestant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anything else?
You're born in 88. If you look at 2 8s, it kind of looks like 2 Bs, and that's the initials of Beer Buddy, but more importantly, my name.
Yeah, I think we might be related.
This is meant to be.
It was.
So number 3 is true and the rest are bullshit.
Is that what you think?
On that basis. On the 88.
Yeah, is that what you think?
No, the third one you puked into your stocking.
Yeah, third one puked. Got so excited, I puked into my stocking.
I can see that happening, to be honest.
Yeah.
I already know the true answer.
Do you
actually?
Are we ready to give our answers?
I'm going to say that you puked into your stocking.
Okay. You're saying the same?
Yeah, I'm going to say the same.
Do you want to reveal the answer then, Andrew?
Well, I'm going with number 2, and the only reason I know that that's true is because I was one of the 104 viewers.
Yeah, you would be. There you go, number 2. I was one of the parts of a pop duo called Batty Crease.
Batty Crease?
Yeah, I mean...
Who was the person?
My friend who was called Chris, actually.
Oh.
But not you, different Chris.
Yeah, well then you like the subterfuge. You know, you purposely lied to us. You would have known what some of the lyrics were.
The
You
game
must
is
answer honestly.
No, I genuinely didn't.
Son of a bitch.
Number 3 did happen to my brother though.
Hang on a second. What do we win if we get these right?
Absolutely fuck
Oh,
all.
good. Okay.
All I know is
As
I'm
you
in the
do.
lead. I've got 2 right.
Yeah, he
Street
did.
cred.
I'm just making notes there.
And I'm going to get this one right because these are mine.
Yes.
Yeah,
Hopefully.
Yeah, yeah.
So that's 3.
There you
3
go.
from 3.
So it was number 2?
Oh yeah, it was number 2.
Fuck's sake.
There you go. Well done.
Who was your brother puked?
He did puke into a stocking, yeah, that was funny.
And did you ever
No.
pose for the Catholic
No,
Church?
No, it was just complete right. My mum's not religious. Well, that means she's Muslim, but really different, isn't it?
Yeah, it's not real religion.
Yeah. Edit that out.
We'll be able to edit that.
Yeah.
bit out, right?
I've just been doodling pictures of Muhammad here. So
Right, guys, I'll see you later.
Haven't really. Andrew, have you got 3 stories, 2 of which are horse shit?
I do. Headline format.
Yep.
So I nearly amputated my hand after cutting down a Christmas tree.
Okay, yeah.
I won a Porsche Cayman S in a Christmas raffle.
Mm-hmm.
And I dropped the baby Jesus during a Christmas play.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm going number 3.
Was the baby a real baby or a real
That was
child?
a real Jesus, yeah, mate.
A real Jesus. Yeah. Not
What a question.
not
What a question.
wasn't a rabbit or anything. Dressed as Jesus.
What were you cutting down the tree with?
His hands.
Scissors. No, well, this is when I went back to Canada one of the first times.
Yeah.
And, you know, in Australia, not used to having a natural Christmas tree. You usually just get the plastic ones with the lights already on there. So the in-laws thought, why don't we give him the authentic Canadian Christmas experience and go cut down an actual tree.
And make him use his hands.
Bastards, yeah.
God, you're gullible.
And, yeah. Cutting, you know, you go and pick your tree, like you see in the movies. You go and you pick the tree, and then you actually cut it down yourself with I think it's called a saw.
Oh, yeah.
Like an electric saw or a petrol saw?
No, just
or just
like
a
a
hand
saw.
Past
Like Chevy Chase.
Oh, yeah. Well, this is mad, but
This
yeah,
is
go on.
insane, yeah.
So the father-in-law was helping me, and yeah, no, I got the scar on my wrist there to prove it.
Oh. Baby Jesus, tell me more
That could
about
be
that.
anything.
Was
And
this
people could have been trying to do you in your sleep, you know,
Yeah.
slash your wrists if they.
Oh, that's this one.
That's
on the other wrist.
And 131114 is the helpline if you need help.
What do you want to know about Jesus?
Everything. What don't we want to know about Jesus?
So was this a nativity play at school?
Yep, I went to. I'm a good Catholic boy. Went to Catholic schools.
What was Catholic school called?
The one where it happened was St. John's.
St. John's.
St.
Canberra.
John's.
Like the ambulance.
No, look it up. St. John's.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Get on Google right now.
Look on St. Oh yeah, it's St. John. Yeah.
Look it up.
No, I'm looking it up now. Fucking hell. And you what role were you playing in this nativity?
I was playing the other J dude.
The other
J dude.
John?
Joseph.
Joseph.
Yeah.
Judas.
You
Judas.
Joseph. And what happened when you dropped the baby? Were you embarrassed?
Just everyone laughed, or because all the parents were there.
Yeah.
It was sort of like it was an outside.
They were laughing at you. How old were you? 5 or 6 at the time?
I was like 17.
That might explain.
That was like must have been what it was like year 4, year 5.
That might explain the issues you've got now. How you don't trust anyone and you fucking hate people.
Yeah.
Could be that.
You'd think religious people going to a setting like that, if you dropped baby Jesus, they wouldn't laugh. They'd gasp. Like, oh, fuck. You know.
Drop the Messiah.
You got to bring a bit of comedy into the play. You know?
Yeah,
It's a bit. It was a bit of a serious play.
So you did it on purpose then, that's what you're saying.
Oh, I'm not. I don't want to reveal the.
And the
secrets
Porsche,
of
the
acting.
Porsche that you won.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing with that then?
Well, we sold it.
Yeah.
For
Because
how
it
much?
It was around 110,000 Canadian. We won it in a Canadian raffle.
Yeah.
Because
You were over there for Christmas chopping down trees.
Yeah. My father-in-law
That's
used
between
to like
dropping
buying
Jesuses.
these tickets in the hospital raffles and stuff like that.
Yeah.
You know, and the prizes are like one's a house. It's all different
Porsche.
prizes, right?
Yeah.
One was a Porsche.
Yeah.
We won it, but we were in Australia. Nancy's my brother-in-law Mark was actually going to keep it and buy our share out, but he couldn't afford the insurance on it.
How much was your insurance?
I have no idea. He couldn't afford it though.
Lots.
You smell
He
a
was
rat
gonna
now.
buy- He was going to buy
He doesn't
your
know the
share out, but
insurance.
He couldn't afford the insurance.
Okay.
Yeah, you dropped Baby Jesus.
I'm sticking with that as well.
You're strong with Baby J. So two more bullshit.
Actually, no, I'm not.
So
Because I think
which one's
that's
true?
too obvious for you. I think you want a Porsche.
I think you want a Porsche too.
Baby Jesus. You dropped Baby Jesus.
We won a Porsche.
Oh, congratulations.
Yeah.
There you go.
G'day guys, it's Colin here, Doug's dad. Have a nice Christmas, enjoy. It's a great time to celebrate things. Christmas, life, being COVID free, and having a cold ale in your hand. But don't forget to celebrate the humble potato. Whether you chip it, roast it, fry it or mash it. It's a bloody good veggie, mate. And so have a good Chrissy.
How's your movie knowledge?
Depends what movie we're talking about.
Well,
General.
that's
I feel like there's a jingle coming on.
there's not.
Oh,
There might
shit.
be, possibly,
Possibly.
but not at the moment.
Do I need to do another jingle?
Yeah, it's like, what's that movie? So we touched a little bit on the because Andrew quite famously, I think, in our circles,
Yeah.
he's a Liverpool supporter.
Liverpool.
Oh, fuck, here we go. Stitch up.
Liverpool. So what we've done is that Josh and I spent today recreating 4 famous Christmas movies.
Yeah.
And delivered the lines in Scouse
legitimately.
accents.
Yep.
And we're going to play these movies to you.
Not the whole movies, just a scene.
No, just a scene.
Just a scene from each.
A well-known scene from each movie. And we've got to see if you can
Guess the movie?
guess the movie.
Yeah.
I already know it.
Who is it?
It's little Nero, sir. I've got your pizza.
Leave it on the doorstep and get the hell out of here.
Okay. What about the money?
What money?
Well, you have to pay for your
This
pizza,
is a
sir.
porn.
Is that a fact? How much do I owe you?
That'll be $11.80, sir.
Keep the change, you filthy animal.
Cheapskate.
Oh, yeah, well, this is
Hey,
Home
I'm
Alone.
going to give you the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister off my property before I pump your guts full of lead. 1, 2, 10.
A lovely cheese pizza, just for me.
There you go. That's our first.
One of
move.
those accents is actually not that bad.
One of those.
The one who's the first one is not good. I know that's you, Chris.
Yeah.
That's terrible.
Well, what was really hard to do there was I had to do it in the form of an American gangster
With a slight Liverpudlian
with a
twang.
slight Liverpudlian accent because it was a nod.
Based on that, it was excellent.
So I think Blakey might have stormed the clitoris already, and
Typical Blake.
He loves doing that.
Yeah.
It's fucking Home Alone, wasn't it?
fucking Home Alone.
Was.
All right.
So we're getting voice work after this.
Yeah,
aren't
we are.
100%.
Absolutely, yeah. Okay, well, I'll do another one.
Let's go.
I'll
reserve.
If you can reserve your thoughts
It-
until the end.
Well, that's your fault. You didn't explain the rules.
Yeah, and there's only 10 of them, so be patient.
Yeah. We've got all night settling.
Blake, calm down, lad.
You all right for beers? Right. Here we go.
Dad, didn't they invent Christmas tree lots so people wouldn't have to drive all the way out to nowhere and waste a whole Saturday?
They made them because people forgot how to have a good old-fashioned Christmas and are satisfied with scrawny, overpriced trees that have no special meaning.
Me toes are numb.
This is what our forefathers did.
I can't feel me leg.
They walked out into the woods, picked it up and cut it with their hands.
Mum, I can't feel me hips. What?
Yes, honey?
Audrey's frozen from the waist.
It's all part of the experience, honey. There it is. The family Christmas tree.
Isn't it a little big?
It's not big, it's just full.
Dad, that thing wouldn't fit in our yard.
It's not going in our yard, Russ. It's going in our living room. Look at it.
It really is beautiful, Clark.
It's something else, eh, Russ?
Yeah, Dad.
Isn't it a beaut, Audrey?
She'll see it later, honey. Her eyes are frozen.
Most enduring traditions of the season are best enjoyed in the warmth embrace. Kith and kin. This tree is a symbol of the spirit of Christmas.
Dad, did you bring a saw?
Oh.
And then Andrew cut his hand on it. Yeah. That one I picked, actually.
You did? You picked that early?
Yeah, I did.
Andrew?
How do we do this?
It was National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, wasn't it?
God. Yeah, it was. I was about to say, who was that female doing the voiceover? She sounds really annoying.
She is.
Hard to get along with. And was it you, Josh, or something?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, National Lampoons. And when he mentioned Russ, everybody knows that.
Yeah, that's Russ, yeah.
Russ.
We did remove Griswold's out of it.
I actually didn't know that until you said Clark.
Oh, did you not?
Yeah, I was like,
Clark
I couldn't figure it out.
Yeah.
I picked it up real quick.
Just nice. Well, you referenced the scene.
Yeah, you
As
did.
they walking across the snow. I put the sound effects in and everything.
That was good. That was really good.
Very good.
All right.
There is only like 8 Christmas movies anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we're going to cover all of them, so don't worry.
All right, movie number 3 of 6. Here we go.
So, Dad, I planned out our whole day. First we'll make snow angels for 2 hours, and then we'll go ice skating, and then we'll eat a whole roll of Toll House cookie dough as fast as we can, and then, to finish, we'll snuggle.
I've got to go to work, buddy. Oh, and another thing, if you're going to be staying here, you really should think, about getting rid of that costume.
But I've worn this my whole life.
You're not in the North Pole any longer. You want to make me happy, don't you?
More than anything.
Then lose the tights. I mean it, as soon as possible.
As soon as possible?
As soon as possible.
Okay. Okay.
Oh.
Wow.
I knew it straight away.
You did?
Yeah.
Go on then.
I did. I just can't remember the name of it, but we know the actor. It's one of Josh's favourite actors. And
Yeah.
Josh follows all of his films. It's an Adam Sandler movie.
No.
Oh.
Oh, this is Ox.
So
this
confident
is
as well,
I
isn't
was
he?
too. I thought it was that one where he pissed on the floor and he put newspaper over it. And you know
Is
that
it-
one?
That's just
Isn't that
no, I
Marley and
don't.
Me?
Just sound.
Marley and Me.
Sounds like a dog taking a piss.
Oh,
It's
okay.
fucking elf, mate.
Yeah, I'm a little bit off.
Yes, Elf.
Elf, Will Ferrell.
Buddy. Fucking buddy. Buddy.
Oh, I hate
Yeah,
myself.
buddy.
See, Josh went for the low hanging fruit of the easy Scouse accent.
Oh,
I
yeah.
had to go for the Michael Angelis Thomas the Tank Engine.
I was just saying to Josh off mic, I thought that was another American gangster or something.
Oh no!
Oh, no.
They do that there, though, don't they?
I could do the high one, but I was going for the deep
See,
one,
see,
sort
I-
of the much more Michael Angelis kind of standard one.
Yeah, no, I mean,
So-
yeah.
Which is a bit different, so. But
It's different, I like it.
It sounds like you're from Liverpool, but New South Wales.
No. If I can sit, can. All right, this is the last one. This one. Have you got some tissues?
Mm-hmm.
See, and just a little heads up, I wouldn't even know this one. I did it, but I wouldn't even know what it was.
And technically, it might actually not be a Christmas movie.
Yeah, yeah.
But
it's a Christmas scene.
the story is. I mean, that's a good guess, but you're wrong. It's in that sort of vein of it's a Christmas reference.
Do people
in
want
a
it
movie.
cancelled at the moment?
Hmm?
Do people want it cancelled?
The Beer Buddy podcast.
No.
Probably.
Clearly.
Almost
But,
definitely.
but no, this movie. Do they want it? I read an article today about 4 weddings and a funeral, whatever that one
Oh,
is.
yeah.
That Christmas one.
Is that been?
Is that what this is?
No, it's not.
And they want to cancel it because it's shit.
It's a good reason to. All right, grab your tissues, boys. It's
Wank time.
It's gonna get misty in here.
The worst thing that's ever happened to me was on Christmas. Oh, God, it was horrible. It was Christmas Eve. I was 9 years old. Me and Mum were decorating the tree, waiting for Dad to come home from work. A couple of hours went by. Dad wasn't home, so Mum called the office. No answer. Christmas Day came and went and still nothing.
Is this his
So
personal
the police
insurance
began a
ad?
search. 4 or 5 days went by. Neither one of us could eat or sleep. Everything was falling apart. It was snowing outside. The house was freezing, so I went to try to light up the fire. And that's when I noticed the smell. The firemen came and broke through the chimney top. Me and me mum was expecting them to pull out a dead cat or a bird. And instead, they pulled out me father.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
He was dressed in a Santa Claus suit. He'd been climbing down the chimney on Christmas Eve, his arms loaded with presents. He was going to surprise us. He slipped and broke his neck. He died instantly. And that's how I found out that there was no Santa Claus.
Well, not anymore anyway.
Oh, man. That was not my easiest of wanks, but got there in the end.
It's very deep, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was, wasn't it?
Which is, yeah, could be misleading, but might not be.
I'm struggling. I'm going to say Star Wars.
It's a good guess.
I think not.
No.
I can't pick it. I've heard that story.
You heard that
sounds
story?
very familiar. I just can't.
I'll give you some clues. It's not a movie you should be watching after midnight, or in direct sunlight.
Gremlins.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's Gremlins.
Well done. See, I wouldn't even remember that scene, to be honest.
What are those things called in Gremlins?
Gremlins.
Gremlins. For fuck's sake, Josh.
Ask stupid questions.
Love a bit of fishing at Christmas.
There you go. I just did 4.
Yeah, it's good.
I like the.
What a banger!
I like the accent.
Did you? Was mine good? I mean, you've got Liverpoolian family. How does mine rate?
No, it's pretty
5
good.
out of 10. What?
Where?
Fucking where?
Gotta get the K.
Where? Chef.
Fucking hell,
I'm going to tip my hat to you guys. I mean, the preparation you put into this is amazing.
Yeah, I
And
did
the
have to come
accents.
over for 30 minutes earlier today.
To record, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good times.
Muggins did everything.
Was there any bloopers?
No. Oh, actually.
It was with Amy.
Yeah, she was struggling with one line in the Liverpudlian accent.
Yeah.
I can't remember what it was now, but...
Don't know. She kept going, Yorkshire.
Alright, it's me, Sting, wishing you all a beer buddy and Merry fucking Christmas. Just remember, you don't have to put on the tree lights. See you later.
Next. No, that's
Next.
it. No, it's not, isn't it?
No, of course it's not. You're missing the vital one.
Here we go. Are you ready? Again, as I do every week, I apologise. Our Christmas ShitFlix movie this year, if you like, is Black Christmas 2019. So I'll get a little bit of background.
Good.
Before we get your thoughts and opinions on this movie.
Well,
You ready? Settle in, boys? Okay, so it's a 2019 American slasher film. It's directed by Sophia Tackle. And written by Tackle and April Wolf. It's part of that Black Christmas series, so you might be aware that there was an original one in 1974.
Nope.
The Black Christmas, yeah?
Nope.
My parents always say it was the scariest film they ever saw. And then there was a remake in 2006. And again, this is the 2019 version, reimagined again slightly. It's $5 million budget, I think it shows, and it made $18 million at the box office. There you go.
How much?
Really?
18 million.
Oh,
at the
I
box
said
office.
18.
No, it's mental.
Fuck.
Actually, I'll tell you something I did find out about this. It was announced in June that it was in pre-production, and it was in the cinemas by November.
Yeah, it shows.
Now, for a movie to go from pre-production, production, post-production, marketing, and tightly called into a projector, that's very fucking impressive.
Yeah.
And my God, it shows. Anyway, quick plot breakdown. Hawthorne College is quieting down for the holidays. The students travel home to spend time with their families. But Riley and her sorority sisters prepare to deck the halls with seasonal parties. A mystery-cloaked figure starts to leave a bloody trail throughout the campus. Refusing to become hapless victims, Riley and her friends decide to band together and fight back against the psychotic Christmas killer. So there you go.
I don't know what movie that description was from, because that's not what I fucking watched.
Can I go first?
Yes, please.
Well, I'm just going to be up front. I took about 3 work calls during it, barely watched it. I knew we'd have guests, so I'm just going to sit back and let you guys crack on. Is that all right? I'm going to drink my beer. Cheers. Thanks. Bye.
Well,
Bye, Josh.
I thought it was an incredible thing to watch. I thought
so do I.
At first I thought it was a documentary. Because of the prologue, they get up there and they say, basically men rah rah rah, and I'm going, yeah, that's pretty right. And then they say, but only men can have supernatural powers. Then I started questioning the documentary and its authenticity and how much fact checking they did. Because I've seen lots of women turn into dragons, and that's pretty supernatural. I thought, well, the first part's not right. But then my faith was restored. In the first scene, pretty much Riley dies by consuming too much water.
Yes.
And when you think about it from a documentary perspective, it's actually correct because people who have water, there's 100% mortality rate. Everybody that has water dies.
Like that.
Right? Yeah. So I thought, okay, this documentary's back on track. And then I realised it's not a documentary. I realised that it's probably a really clever screenplay movie documentary, right? And it actually is the prequel sequel of two really vastly different movies all in one.
Yeah.
So Minority Report. Do you know that movie?
I do, yeah.
So
yeah.
it's
the
basically
thought crimes.
Yeah, if you look at this, so it's a band of guys, right, creating an agency to try and tackle these extremist feminists before they become murderers, trying to apprehend and punish them before they become murderers.
Yeah.
But they lost, like in Minority Report, and they became murderers anyway.
I see where you're going with this.
You see that?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
it's Minority Report 1, 2, or before 1 or 2. And the other movie, I've forgotten the name. I'm not really into these types of movies, but Andrew's into these types of movies. So you help me out here, please.
Here we go.
So it's about two guys. They have a bit of a tumultuous relationship up and down.
Two guys, one cup.
Yeah, a little bit. Bit of a battle. But then, towards the end, one guy gets his goo all over the other guy, goos in his hair, it goes all over his face and stuff. And after he's gooed all over him, they kind of become one, and they realize that. And then they, that's where the grounding is of the relationship. It's, I've forgotten the fucking
It's a
name.
Disney film, isn't it?
You know the one, the guy where the guy
Well,
goos.
the problem is there's more than one.
Brokeback Mountain.
But the way it's related to this movie is it's black goo. The guy puts black goo. Spider-Man. Venom, that's right. Yeah. So Venom. So the black goo changes these men into different types of beings. Wow. And so I think it's just a very clever thing, and I award it 0 stars.
Yeah. Well, I'm so glad I didn't fucking bother watching it. I'm not going to lie.
Andrew, thoughts?
Look.
Here we go.
Make me watch it again.
Originally, I was just going to do what Josh did and said, nah, fuck this.
Yep.
Yeah.
Bullshit.
Yep.
But I was like, no, you know what? I'm going to take this serious.
Yeah.
Look, the best part of the movie was when they showed the cakes and pastries in the bakery at the beginning. I rewatched that scene a few times. But look, they were pushing the whole feminist, thing.
Hugely.
And I didn't really understand it. So what I did is I made a list of where I ranked all the women and the order I'd sleep with them in. Jokes, I didn't. But I did find it funny how they were pushing the whole, we're strong, we're smart, girl power thing. But then they were contradicting themselves throughout the whole movie. There's a couple of instances when Riley stops Helena from being raped.
Yeah.
But then puts her in an Uber by herself.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, hang on.
Yeah.
How does that fucking make sense?
Yeah.
And the other one was because Helena left, they needed Riley to fill in on the Christmas dance.
Yeah.
And she was a bit hesitant because Brian was in the crowd. The one who was supposed to have raped her.
Yeah.
And then so they went from being all supportive to quickly saying, "Oh, get over it. You were raped. Get over it. We need you to fill in." Yeah. It's like,
yeah, that's true. That
quickly turn. And then the other one was when they were looking for their friend who went missing.
Yeah.
She was fucking 5 meters away, dead on the balcony,
without any blood.
Yeah. Oh, girl power.
Yeah.
We're strong. We're smart. No, fuck you are.
Yeah.
What else? You mentioned it before.
Yeah.
I think we were talking about it before about how it was originally an R-rated movie.
Yeah, and they got down to a PG.
But then they took heaps of content out, thankfully.
I mean, do you remember that scene where she slowly turns the girl's kind of head around, the black girl, and she turns it around, and all you see is her reaction going.
No.
But yeah, exactly. You won't remember it because you don't know what she's reacting to. There's literally nothing. She could have just been reacting
I don't remember
to.
that, but the one I did remember right at the end, the final fight scene.
Yeah.
This is what they actually took out of the movie to make it a PG-13. When she lit the professor on fire.
Oh, yeah.
Remember she said,
She's
suck
safety
my and it bleeped out.
Yeah.
In the original version, no
Yeah.
word of a lie.
Yeah.
Like this was on the internet.
Yeah.
So you know it's
Yeah,
true.
it's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She said, "Suck my clit."
No.
You know, it's like they should have left that in.
They should have
That
done.
would have at least made it instead of a zero
You
star.
can't win because they don't want you to suck it too hard either. You know, like where does this go?
Is that true?
I'm not sure.
Because I've always been told you need to bite, like really hard, like use teeth.
Your mum's full of shit. Though.
Another point I had here was halfway through that Landon bloke made a joke.
Yeah.
He said, "Why is Santa Claus scared of getting stuck in the chimney?" Because he's claustrophobic. And I was like, for fuck's sake.
Wow.
But it did remind me of my favourite Christmas joke.
Yeah, well, that's good.
And you know this.
Yeah.
What did the blind, deaf, and dumb kid get for Christmas? Cancer.
Oh my God.
What else
Poor
here?
kid, though.
2 more points. I found it was really unrealistic movie.
Yeah.
A couple of instances was Riley answered her phone when it said no caller ID.
Yeah.
Who the fuck does
yeah.
that?
Bullshit.
Nobody does that.
Yeah.
Another instance was she was getting texts from the killer.
Yeah.
No spelling or grammar errors.
Yeah. Killers
doesn't
on
happen.
the
LOL.
worst.
Yeah, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
And then the last one was Brian, he was made out to be the bad guy, the rapist, and Riley was freestyling on him in the Christmas dance, and he never got an opportunity to
Step back.
reply.
Yeah.
And everyone knows in a rap battle you get to
You do.
retort,
Yeah.
unless you're going up against Eminem.
Are you still doing rap battles?
No, I
you
had
give
to,
up?
I had to
Yeah.
quit. Yep.
Takes a lot of
Yeah.
hours, doesn't it?
And then I did mention this before we started the podcast about if you remembered the game that they played,
Yes.
and you said you guys didn't.
I don't remember that game. I don't for some reason.
So in the scene when they were in the kitchen, feminists.
Yeah.
One
Making
of the
sandwiches.
girls
Not
said,
making sandwiches.
Yeah. One of the girls said, "Name your first 3 animals that come into your mind." So I thought we'd play this game. So if you want to, I'll start with you, Chris.
Yep.
You tell me what your first 3 animals are that come into your mind, and
Be-
then we'll come back to it as to what that means.
Okay. Beaver, badger, pigeon.
Okay, Blake.
No, you've got to address his, don't you, first?
Well, then you know the reason, and then you'll be able to modify your answers.
Yeah, that's a good point. But I remember the game now, so...
Oh, okay.
Okay,
Well,
so
think of your answers.
I'll say...
All right, Josh?
Ferret, sloth. Ferret, sloth, pig.
And dolphin, elephant, shark.
All right, I went with well, I'll let you know what they were for, and then what animal I thought of. Obviously, I didn't think of the animal after the fact. I definitely did it before. So the first animal that you guys would have said would have been, that's how you see yourself. So, Chris, you went for beaver.
Beaver, badger, and pigeon.
Yeah, but the first one, dickhead.
Yeah.
Beaver.
Beaver.
Blake, you said elephant.
Dolphin.
Ferret.
Ferret. I went with a sloth.
Oh, yeah. So did I.
But then I also thought maybe it's an elephant, which made me think of another joke that I like.
I have no idea where this is going.
Yeah, what's grey and comes in pints? The second animal you would have had would have been that's what you look for in a sexual partner. So you had badger.
Badger, yeah.
Okay. Blake?
I think I said elephant. I thought that was the dick one.
Yeah. Josh,
I said
you said
sloth.
a sloth. Didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I did.
I went with.
You like slur people. They can't get away.
I couldn't decide. I went with either a swallow, a beaver, or a cougar.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
Nice.
Definitely put these answers before.
I've got an input. Cub.
And then the third
a small
third animal was what you want in your friends.
Yeah.
So you said
A
you didn't say
pigeon.
anything, actually, did you?
A pigeon.
A pigeon.
Pigeon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Blake?
Well, he said that because he's used to them shitting all over him. So, but I said a tiger.
Here's a look at you.
Josh?
I said pig.
Pig.
Yeah.
Why are you looking at me when you
Exactly.
Well, I did get you a bottle of the black pig.
Yes.
You did.
If you just-
See, it's all
linking up.
Yeah, it's all
in.
linking
It's
in.
great.
Like
I actually
Christmas,
went
black
for I went for a wolf
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
because they hang around in packs.
They do. They do. They're very
And
protective.
that's all I really know about.
Yeah.
Wolves.
They don't really exist, apparently.
No.
So that was it.
That was good.
That was good.
And I did actually put a note here, but sort of Blake referred to it before about the post-credit scene. Did you watch the post-credit scene?
No, I barely got to the credits.
It
mate.
showed. It was actually quite interesting. We were talking before. You said about Venom.
Yeah.
The black goo, I said, is actually the Venom symbiote, which links it to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Oh, what?
So
there you go. I'm just very perceptive.
What a fucking nerd.
Very perceptive.
Yep.
I don't
Well,
know
there you
what-
go.
I don't even know what any of that meant.
No.
So.
Symbiose.
ShitFlix.
Good one, guys, because it means we could have got away with not even watching that. That'd have been quite good.
I did.
In retrospect.
Literally did.
I wish I could have got away with not watching it.
It was a protest from me because I asked for a comedy last week and then you completely fucking ignored me.
It sounded
I thought
pretty
it was
funny.
a comedy.
Yeah.
Well, it was quite funny the way
was
that
it?
they want us to believe that the women won.
Very
That was a
unrealistic.
that was a joke by German feminist friends.
I'm not sure if you noticed. Did you see when they came out to do the Christmas dance?
Oh, yeah,
and
yeah.
someone said, "Here are the girls doing," and someone in the crowd goes, "Women."
Yeah.
And I'm like no
Yeah.
one fucking reacted to it. I was like, "Shut up."
I didn't know what was going on at that point. At that point, I was
At
lost.
that point.
At that point, I was lost pretty early on.
But yeah, the cakes and the pastries looked pretty good.
Delicious.
Well, there you go. Any advice for their filmmaking, Josh?
You just quit. Don't make any more films. Fucking stupid. And
Stay in the kitchen? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, sandwiches aren't going to make themselves, are they? No, I'm joking.
Obviously.
Sandwiches are quite hard to make, so.
Yeah. If you close your eyes,
Close your eyes.
That film could have been made by a man.
Yeah. Could have been.
Could have been. You
What
wouldn't
about when
know.
Landon got all tough and said, "Suck a fat fart"?
Yeah.
Or wet fart, was it?
I actually loved one of my favourite things in these movies is exposition. You know, when the filmmaking is so fucking lazy that what they get to do, they get the characters to explain exactly what's going on to get the viewers,
You're
across the line.
You're describing my weird news there, aren't you? Lazy
A little bit,
again.
yeah. Yeah, you're getting somebody else to do it, yeah. But I actually tracked down a little bit of one of my favourite scenes. Do you remember at the start, when they escape, one of the first murdery scenes where they escape out of the sorority house into the car, and they're driving away, right?
Oh yeah.
And they basically explain exactly what's going on and what's to come as well. This is one of my favourite little bits.
The bust gets brought into the Founders Fraternity. Brian Huntley turns up to meet with the new pledges. And then we all start getting these messages from a Calvin Hawthorne account. Lindsay goes missing. Helena goes missing. Marty and Jesse are dead.
Thanks for the tip.
I mean, all of these details.
Explaining the movie.
Don't get it.
They could have just.
I need you to help me. I need you to create a distraction.
Here we go.
So that I can sneak into the room where they were holding the ceremony and get to the bus.
I mean, who talks like that?
Because that is where the power is coming from.
I mean, I thought it was amazing because
Well-
that is the laziest bit of fucking writing that you could do there.
Glad I didn't watch that.
It's actually really helpful for, because it was such a shit movie.
Yeah.
You pay attention.
Yeah.
So sometimes when people explain what has happened
Yeah, yeah.
halfway through the movie,
I mean,
and
Not
what we're
only,
about to do,
my next position is usually going forward, so we go, this is what is going to happen. Let's set some sayings here, but I'm also going to summarise the events of what's
Yeah.
passed as well.
I mean, that's fucking
Just for the
ideal.
extra-
that sorted me
Isn't
right
that
out.
good?
Yeah.
So all you should just watch that scene, mate. You'd have been
Oh, there you
completely
go.
across the
Done.
movie. And the murderer is going to be. So fantastic. Very good. All right. Well, I think it's time for something a bit more slow paced,
Yeah.
a bit more serious. So just let's do this.
Dear
Guests.
please help me. Dear
Guests.
I'm lost.
Dear guests. Yeah, there we go. It's a new
Dear-
segment we
dear
call Dear
guests.
Guests.
Nice.
Because Josh has been super lazy.
Talking of guests, I see Blake just went to the fridge
Oh,
and
yeah,
helped himself to a
yeah.
beer.
Yeah.
well, it's called Beer Buddies.
Make yourself at home, right?
Mi
Yeah.
casa, su casa.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm all right there for a beer. Thanks for asking.
Yeah. You could have got yourself Young Henry's as well.
Couldn't find them; they were hidden behind.
No, they're not there. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Let's not be distracted.
No.
Josh, you are our usual weekly agony aunt.
Yep. Very good at it as well.
You're very, very good at it. I say that.
Especially the agony part.
Yeah, I've been a little bit disappointed because you have been each week pulling out your F word.
Nope.
So I'd like to retire you for this week.
Oh,
maybe you
fuck
can.
off.
Maybe you
Fuck
can
off then.
over your Christmas break. You could.
It's fine. No, I'm not doing
Maybe
it
over the
again.
Christmas break you could work on some better advice.
Yeah, fair. That's completely fair.
So I'm going to pass to these young two fellas here,
Young bunks.
young Blake and young Andrew, to see what they can do in terms of giving some advice. Now, as always, I want to read out the letter that I received. Slightly Christmassy themed, but here we go. It says, "Dear Josh," so it says, "Dear guests. My girlfriend is demanding to know all about my past. She says she needs to know all about my previous relationships, jobs, and brushes with the law before we have Christmas with our parents. Otherwise, she will demand it over the turkey and cranberry sauce. A few weeks ago, we were at a party. A very old friend of mine turned up and shrieked, 'There he is, the old reprobate!' He was very drunk and started telling my girlfriend various hilarious stories about our misspent youth. Back home, I caught her going through my old bank statements and paperwork. She asked me about my drug use, drinking, and antisocial behaviour. I tried to make light of the fact that saying it, I was something of a scallywag back then, but she refused to let me off the hook.
Scallywag?
She now says she needs to know everything about me and wants a full list of my former girlfriend's business associates, employers, and mates. She's made it very clear that there are to be no surprises. As I work for her father's company, she says she can't risk scandal, humiliation, or disgrace. If we have any chance of making it through, then I've got to spill the beans. I'm deeply ashamed of many of the things I've done in my life, from blowing cash in casinos and ripping off mates to upsetting my parents, who no longer talk to me, by the way. I spent most of 2004 having sex for cash with women in their 70s and filleting truck drivers.
Been there.
In order to pay rent. Please, serious. Don't get me wrong, I had some absolute brilliant times before I hit rock bottom with a drink and the pow, and then reinvented myself. I can see my very proper girlfriend being not too impressed to hear that I used to be a bit of a player. Do I really have to tell her everything in order for our relationship to thrive? So,
wow.
Pretty
beautiful.
Some harsh reality there.
I'll sort this out, Fizz.
Yeah?
Yep. Get rid of her. Too much work.
Yeah?
Fucking all these questions.
No, I think it's a deeper dive. I think, first of all, we all laugh about a truck driver and, sleeping with truck. But, it's 2021. There could be female truck drivers that he's giving head jobs to.
Relating, yeah.
And good luck to him. I think it's got to be over. Right, it's got to be over.
Yeah, get rid of her.
Yeah, get rid of her. Because when she's saying, about my history and, it's going to reflect poorly on me, that's not what you do. In a relationship, if you want to climb a mountain, you've got to go through the valleys together.
Oh,
and if he wanted to suck somebody off to get
I've never wanted to climb a mountain. So, has anyone ever wanted to climb a mountain with their partner?
I want to jump off a fucking mountain after this.
Yeah, I mean,
I'll take it's the fucking cable car up to the top of the mountain. But I'm not hiking it.
Do you reveal? Have you revealed your past to your partners? Your partners are completely aware of your pasts, and do you have anything to hide anyway?
My wife knew I was a virgin when she met me. So
Yeah?
yeah, we're all done there.
Well, just thought ginger, obviously.
My wife, yep, obvious.
I think I was more worried about my wife's past than my past.
Really?
Yeah.
Massive.
She still won't tell me.
Oh.
Oh, so you don't know?
Well,
Have you
I
been
have to
through
get an annual 6-monthly checkup.
Do you?
So,
Do you go
let's
through
not
her
talk about
bank
that.
statements?
No, I control all that.
Yeah, well, that's right. You're men, innit?
Yeah. Shouldn't just understand numbers and
The patriarchy.
Oh, God. Last thing you want to do is get them dealing with their own
Yeah, it's a bit of a
finances.
concern. Like, I mean, you should share lots of things. Probably not STDs, but lots of things otherwise, your history is one of them. And you can condition your history a little bit, Not,
Do you?
well, sometimes. You don't tell everything.
What are some of the things you haven't told your wife?
Oh, like...
Perfect for a podcast.
Hi, Mum. Hi, Dad. When you you know, like going out and being a scallywag with the boys.
Yeah.
Like, not doing anything wrong, but you're not
No.
going to go out and say, I had fun watching the footy and betting on who was going to win, because they just say, oh, what a waste of fucking money. You arsehole, you could have spent it on my shoes.
Yeah.
So you don't tell them absolutely
Yeah.
everything, but with regards to relationships, and
Yeah.
if you're a whore.
Yeah. If
previously-
you're chowing down on a truckee, though, are you keeping that shit to yourself, or?
Possibly.
Well, what's
Possibly.
what's the rule? Like, you know, normally the question that comes up is how many people have you slept with?
Yeah.
How many truckers have you sucked off?
Isn't it usually for women they always divide the figure by 3, but guys just multiply by 3 or something?
It's not
like
a
that?
hard and fast rule.
So
Well,
I'm
I
on
think
0.
it's not that I did that. You know,
So you're saying that the women
3
want
times 0 is-
women reduce that number and men increase by bragging and
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Does that go for truckies too? Or?
Truckies can't count.
That's true.
That's bad, isn't it? Sorry, truckies. All your truckies.
That's what the truckies. Isn't it?
But honestly, if that was like, why is this person writing into a fucking newspaper anyway?
I feel like it's bragging, really. I mean, he's shagging 70-year-olds.
Yeah, well, it's got to be false. I mean, a dude like that, because he sounds like a pretty fucking cool
Mm.
dude, right? He's living life.
Mm.
He would have tons of mates.
What's his
and
name?
he'd ask them.
Blake.
But to write into a magazine and ask for advice, it's all bullshit. It's not real.
Oh, you're ruining it now, aren't you?
Yeah.
You're ruining a whole
What?
segment.
Well, is that with this one, or is it about this other guy that bought his mother-in-law a Mercedes for
Oh, yeah.
a lot? And I think he just basically just bragging.
Bragging about
So,
money. Yeah. Don't want to go there, do
Is
we?
there which Mercedes?
That was a
There's
really,
plenty of
really,
models.
really posh, expensive
We
one.
need to know the model.
I'm not sure I'd know that.
Look, if I was going to get any of the models,
Yeah.
it'd probably be the GL463.
Yeah?
yeah, classic.
Oh, that's
Does that
good.
have leather seats?
As an upgrade, yeah.
Oh,
Very
only
pricey,
because
all
if
the
you
same.
spill
Be
something
quite-
on it
so-
or shit
yeah.
yourself,
And you
'cause it's
could
so
wipe-
fast,
you could wipe it off.
Wipe it
Yeah,
straight off.
yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
Good to have. Good
Nice.
to know.
Yes,
But
it's
not
bullshit.
one.
So my advice is break up with her and stop writing into shows like this with your false claims.
But please continue.
But yeah, do continue
For
because
For us, it's our livelihood.
I'm actually intrigued to know what other secrets Blake might be keeping. Frankly,
Surely none.
No, I don't have any secrets. I mean, I've been with my wife since I was 16.
My wife?
My wife?
We all have.
Yeah, since I was 16. 4 wonderful children, you know, all those types of things. Nothing to hide here. Nothing to see. Stop asking questions.
Shut up. Doth protest too much.
Well, thank you, gentlemen, for joining us on this Christmas
Thanks,
journey.
guys.
I think we got through it all.
Yeah, it's Christmas Eve tomorrow. Or
Yes.
hang on, what is it? Christmas Eve today, depending on when
Yeah,
we
it's Christmas
release.
Eve
Christmas
today.
Eve today. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone.
So, everybody, good night and Merry Christmas, everybody.
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas!
Merry Christmas, Josh! Merry Christmas! Merry Christmas, Mike!
Merry Christmas!
From all of us here at Two Birds Brewing, a very Merry Christmas to the Beer Poddy podcast.